I want to again welcome you to our Advertising Dynamics class. Every week you'll have some reading to do in the class. The reading is almost all in our electronic book. It's called a Stukent electronic book. Now, you don't have to buy this from the bookstore. It's included in the Blackboard classroom. It's part of the fee that you paid for the class. I want to make sure you understand how to get into and use this electronic book. Each week I'll have an item that says something along the lines of read chapter 1 of the Stukent online textbook. And that will be a link. Underneath this link there'll be details about what we're going to try to cover this week in the reading. For instance, in week 1 we may say something like brands and products, branding, and building brands. So just click on that link. Once you've clicked on that link, you'll go to a page that looks something like this. There'll be 2 items. One's advertising, selling in today's world. That's your actual textbook. The other are simulations. Now they call them simternships, but simulations are where we take what we've learned during the semester, and we'll start this about 5 weeks into the semester. Take what you've learned in the semester and apply them to real world scenarios where you'll have a budget, advertising objectives, and you'll have to spend and make decisions on advertising based on that budget and the objectives of the advertising strategy that you're trying to reach. We're going to wait to use those. Don't try to go into the simternships or the simulations yet. I'll give you instructions on that in a couple weeks. From now on, when you see these items, for the first couple weeks at least, you're going to want to use the advertising, selling in today's world. And there's probably a link that says launch textbook or launch courseware. Once you get into the courseware, you'll notice that there is now a left menu, and the left menu is divided up by chapter. And you'll just click on the specific chapter you're interested in. So I'll scan down here and you see chapter 2, chapter 3, all the way to chapter 16, which will complete toward the end of the semester. But for now, we're interested in completing chapter 1. That's the assignment for the first week. You'll notice we are put into an area where they talk about the course objectives for the first week. And then you read the sections that I talked about. Again, they'll be listed in Blackboard every week. Brands and products, branding, and building brands. Now you'll also notice there are other assignments here and other resources. Your list may not look exactly like mine, but keep in mind you do not need to do any of these for your grade except for those that are listed in Blackboard. When you're done with the reading, which will again help prepare you for the simulations that we'll be doing in a couple weeks, and also the reading will help prepare you for this week's quiz and for other assignments you'll have this week. After you're done with your reading, you'll go back to Blackboard and just do the items, the assignments that I list there, in order. Now, in addition to going into the reading, you have the ability, once you're here, to scroll down and read the individual content. There's buttons at the bottom of the page that will allow you to move between sections of the chapter. You can even move to new chapters, but I would focus on 1 chapter a week because there's a lot of other things to do beyond the reading in this class. There also is an interesting feature here called Reading Assist, and I'm going to click that in just a moment. And what Reading Assist does is it takes the content and it makes it very simplified. Now, it's still the same content, but they remove the navigation and other distractions that may keep you from focusing on your online reading. So if you are easily distracted by an online environment, you may find that this simplified view is helpful to you. Another thing to keep in mind is if you would like to have the article read to you, instead of having to read it to yourself, there's a little play button down at the bottom center of the screen. Just click that and there'll be an audio version of the book. Let's go back to the main view of this section. Again, it's really important that you take time to read these sections. It's not real deep or hard reading, but it's important that you understand the concepts in order to be able to do the other parts of this week's assignments and our projects, tasks, and simulations in the future. Now, when you get into the Stukent system from Blackboard, you shouldn't have to pay a fee or enter any kind of code. Your fee has already been paid as part of your regular course fee for this class. If you are asked to enter a credit card number, pay a fee, call a special phone number, or do anything else other than get to the content, let me know right away, because that should not be the case. I'm so delighted that you're with us in this class this semester. Please let me know of anything I can do to help you along the way, and have a great week.